Yo, what's up guys? So today we're going to be showcasing off a dark synchro sort of a hero deck. I mean, it is used in quite a bit of heroes, but it's usually just go ahead and use as stepping stones. And I will give you guys some suggestions if you guys want to make it more hero based, but it's mostly a deck that is focusing in on using that new master rule with Tzokin to go ahead and pull off enough negates to make it so those people in the comment section won't be like, what the heck is Prevent Rat with this? I don't know. It looks like some type of a vanilla deck. When I first saw this, I'm like, dude, this guy's going to have no chance with this deck. But it doesn't matter what deck he was playing. If he doesn't go ahead and has the Dark Ruler no more, it's going to be a wrap-up regardless of pretty much what deck he's playing or like a Nibiru. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and see Palooza. It's got 4 negates. This is an additional 2 negates, so that's 6 negates. We've got 7 negates. Practically, if you get an extra turn, it'd be 8, but he's just going to go ahead and go right into Hot Red Dragon Archfate Abyss plus a Void Ogre Dragon. So now we've established a board with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 negates, plus this card will be able to go ahead and bring out potentially another card later down the line, because we can just go ahead and put Phoenix Blade right into the graveyard and then basically re-add it and reset the card. So it is utilizing that effect of a soul to go ahead and put a bunch of cards in the graveyard, which will give you your free target. So that was pretty cool. Obviously that was pretty much the opponent wasn't going to be having any chance over here. Now this guy over here, he's doing something that I thought was really interesting. Even though he's not going to really be able to play Kappa, there is something really cool with this. This is something I didn't know. You could special summon Arcana Force the World. For the longest time I've covered this card, everyone's been utilizing a tribute summon for it. You can just special summon this card and then instantly win the game with dangers. That makes it super easy to just tribute 2 monsters, right? But anyways, nonetheless, now with, of course, the dual overload, everyone's going to have access to Needle Fiber, which, or as it's called now, the Crystron Holly Fabrics. This card just instantly lets you go ahead and pull off a lot more plays with the Savage Dragon, because previously you didn't have a target. Obviously with this variant you can have a soul. So in this instance we have 3, 4, 5, 6 negates, which again usually is going to go ahead and be a game. And we got a face down potential Pot of Greed later down the line. So Hecatrice, no copy of Valhalla. He actually had the combo to actually make it so, well, the other person wouldn't have been able to Yu-Gi-Oh, because he was just going to go ahead, Valhalla, special summon this. We have the Light Bearer, which automatically makes it so when you summon an Arcana Force monster, you get to choose the effect without tossing the coin. And then obviously with the dangers and the summon of Bazu, that's just instantly 2 cards. Bam. Easy access to making it so your opponent could not play. So, I mean, that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh is. Anyways, give you guys a couple of varieties. This guy's actually playing more of a hero variant deck over here. You can see this guy's build. But nonetheless, well, he's going second, so he already pretty much taken an L. But we'll see how this plays out, because he still has that effect of increase, where if you take battle or effect damage while his cards are graveyard, you can place it in your spell and trap zone, which is hilarious that he decided to get rid of that card, because it does actually have itself as a target, of course, with the space connector. Anyways, nonetheless, we've got the Mali usage over here. Once again, Tzokin with, of course, the ability with the Soul to go ahead and add back that free card. So we're going to go ahead and see that Pot of Greed. We've got the Cursed Bamboo, so we're going to go ahead and bounce that card back. Then we're going to go ahead and proc the effect again. And in addition to that, we're going to get another copy of Pot of Greed. So this is actually kind of important for any of you guys that did play the Bamboo Engine. That effect doesn't always get utilized, but it is definitely there. So I get another 4 negates, 5, 6. Draco Quest will, with Miracle Synchro Fusion, you're able to go ahead and copy the effect of another card. But in this instance, it does not last forever. So you still have a decent monster. You might be able to get the effect of it again, because you could technically utilize Crystal Wing if you happen to lose out a Crystal Wing. But most of the time, you're just going to make a game anyway. So he's going to go ahead and banish it. Not that it matters, because he's got enough damage here. And he's going to just go ahead and negate that with Crystal Wing and just go ahead and attack for game. So you can see the deck is very powerful. It's more of an explosive turn 1 deck than anything. But obviously, you can still kind of play this deck out if you don't happen to go for like a insane turn 1 play. But once again, going for that new space connector and get that extra potential damage. No rip cards out of his hand, but now this time he's got Hero Lives He's also got that Stratos, and he's got the Adjuster Gold over here. So let's see if he's going to be able to make a comeback with this rematch over here. See the Coral Dragon coming out as well. So you could potentially also pop a card if you're going second. So there is that. Although you probably get your play negated because, well, that's just how some games are right now. And it also technically would have it's a really good, if you go first against the Shadal matchup, yeah, you're pretty much good to go. If you happen to get Winded, it could be a task, that is indeed for sure. Whereas like the basic hero deck, I mean, you summon Dark Law, it is a pain for a lot of hero deck, or a lot of Shadal decks. If they don't have the resources instantly to get rid of that card, it's not looking too good. So he's going to go ahead and have Hero Lives be stopped. Solid Man's going to get stopped. Ferris is going to go ahead and activate its effect. Crystal Moon's going to go ahead and say no, though. Shadow Mist is going to go ahead and add that your monster, and Apollousa is like no. Adjuster Gold going to go ahead and activate it. It's going to go ahead and say no. So the play out of here would have been actually to maybe summon something that would be able to get over Apollousa after like a few negates. But again, you can't really slow play this deck. It will eat you up very, very fast because, of course, they have the ability to recycle Phoenix Blade over and over, which they can't attack Tzokin because they have to get rid of this first, and they usually just don't have the resources unless, of course, it's like Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode or something like that to get rid of, like, you'd be getting rid of your normal summon, losing out on one card, and then you still have to deal with one, which still is obviously much easier, but at the end of the day, it can be quite a task to deal with the Dark Synchro hero board. But anyways, here's the deck profile. I kind of wanted to make a variant of this, and I gotta give a shout out to my boy AzneyesWhitedragon for building this deck. This is kind of more of an updated variant to his previous deck, but he's also added Magician Souls over here, so you have that potential to go ahead. You notice that Apprentice Illusion Magician, which will be easier to summon, and again, it is another level 6 monster, so that's easier access into your other plays. It usually comes down to Coral Dragon for your tuner, but in the off chance, no one's gonna. If Level Eater ever comes back, though, this deck will be insane too. But I also wanted to mention that you can make this more of a Chaos Hero deck, and I probably want to go ahead and modify his deck to make it. But let me give you guys a deck profile really quick, and I'll talk a little bit more about how if you want to make it a hero deck, you could definitely make it more heroes. But anyways, first off, we got Deshudo, we've got the Apprentice Illusion Magician, 3 copies of Mally, we've got the Dark Grepher, we've got Armageddon Knight, 3 copies of Vion. So yeah, your hero lineup is pretty much just going to be these 6 cards, but they are very, very important for the deck. Heck, even the old heroes with Bubble Man only had like 6 or 7 heroes. Then we got the Neo Space Connector, so 3 copies of that. Plus, Coral Dragon, just as a heads up, is water, so you can Miracle go for the Ab-Zero, which would be pretty cool too. Although in this variant, you really need like every card in the extra deck here, but I just wanted to mention that as a heads up. So yeah, we got 3 copies of Space Connector, 3 copies of Jump Forward, 1 copy of Aqua Dolphin, 2 copies of Plug Spreader, 1 copy of the Synchron Resonator, which he was able to go ahead and pull off that play with the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, even though he kind of would have had the negate anyways with Savage Dragon. He wanted to go ahead and bust out not only this, but get that extra Void Ogre Dragon with no cards left in the hand. And then obviously 3 copies of the Magician Soul. So it's another card that you can special summon to utilize as your link material for, of course, Apollousa, which is quite nice. Then we have of course, Polymerization, which you can make use of with Vion, because you can go ahead and make Draco quests that alternate way. Usually, you're going to be using the Miracle Synchro Fusion, but yeah, you can make it another way. We have Reinforcement of the Army, Foolish Boreal Goods, and yeah, Miracle Synchro Fusion at triple. And if you draw this card, just set this if it's like a dead card, because if this set card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you get to actually draw a card. It's a fact a lot of people just don't know about. Then we have 3 copies of Where Art Thou for, of course, your Magician Souls. Again, it just makes it easier to go ahead and use material for the ultimate Tzokin if something gets negated. Then we have 3 copies of Pot of Greed, and then we've got Monster Reborn, we got Into the Void over here, and then 2 copies of Inheritor. This is just for the new Master Rule. And then, did I say 3 copies? No, okay. 1 copy of Into the Void, 2 copies of Inheritor, 3 copies of DDR to bring back your Mally, or if something gets stopped, like one of your plays, when they banish Mally via an effect, maybe before you get the chance to go for it, this could be excellent, because then you get to recycle your plays, then you can maybe even put Plug Spreader into the graveyard since you're discarding a card. So it does have its uses, plus Vion can be a viable target, Deshudo can also be good. Then we have Mood Mirror Shield, the Phoenix Blade, Living Fossil, Broken Bamboo Sword, and then triple cursed bamboo swords because you're gonna be able to recycle. And that other play was really cool where he was able to go ahead and bounce back to get the effect basically again and utilize the cursed bamboo swords effect when you equip it, just to make it go back to the graveyard. I liked it. I haven't really seen anyone do that. That's the first time that I've seen it, and I probably will start incorporating it in my other builds that would use a sold. And then we've got the Dragon Knight Joyko quest, obviously. Ultimated Tzokin, we got 2 copies of that, 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. We got Beals, Void Ogre, we got Savage Dragon, 2 copies of Crystal. We got the Power Tool Savage Dragon. If you happen to make this, you have the ability to go ahead and reveal 3 equip cards. You can reveal the exact same 3 cards, which is 3 copies of DDR. And then we've got Coral Dragon, Appaloosa, Soul, Fiber, Cloth Thief. Now, let me go and talk about if you guys want to make it more of a hero variant deck. So, other cards, Evil Hero. The best evil hero, I mean, it's honestly just this and this. This instantly makes the deck just so much more viable if you get your play disrupted or if you need a follow-up play for your deck. I honestly, I mean, you don't have to go for Power Tool, and at this point, you could maybe drop, let's say, Beals, and you could go ahead and add in this card, and if you really want to, because you'll end up going for Coral Dragon anyways, you can use a lot of different things to go ahead and, well, Mally can be used as a target for, of course, the Fiber Higher monster, but you can also use your Synchros too. But with the last Mally that remains in the graveyard, you can go ahead and absolute 0. I don't know, I just love this card so much because it has that ability to go ahead and use it as link material, and then bam, you can go ahead and pop everything up on the board. It's just a really good effect. It's just any hero monster, which you'll have a lot of. But if you guys want to mix it up with a little bit more heroes, you could also add in Stratos, although most of your normal plays will end up being, oh, okay, if you add Mallybane, make sure you, if you add Mallybane plus the Adjuster Gold, you need the Dark Fusion, what is the card? Oh gosh, it's Dark Calling, right? I believe it's this one. Anyways, yeah, so make sure you add that card. And at this point, I mean, like, if you wanted to have a little bit more consistency, and that card is kind of like Pot of Greed at the end of the day, you could try out something like this. This could be an alternate option for, again, more of you guys do want to play more of a hero deck. I think Stratos is just an excellent card. True, you do lose out on the, I guess, normal summon of a Space Connector. If you wanted to drop this completely, it's fantastic, but you can throw in cards like Jump Forward, Thrasher can also be viable, so you can still go for your soul play, but then following up with the Stratos, you would have, of course, another Mallybane, which could be a little bit better for, again, going second into the game, because most of the duels, in fact, I think all of them, we went first, so that was GG no Ria, but that's what this deck can definitely do, and you can add more hand traps if you want. It's just kind of a starter here, and if you guys want to make any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on cool variants like the Synchro Dark Hero Tzokin deck. I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this video because that might be too long for the text. Anyways, thanks for tuning, guys, and shoutouts once again to my boy AzneyesWhitedragon for sending in the replays as well as the deck profile. I'll leave them down below in the pinned comment if you guys want to check him out. He's always building cool stuff. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And I'll probably be making a variant of this myself, but I want to make it with Chaos, Black Lotus Soldier with a I think Chaos Dark Synchro Heroes just sounds too cool, and I'll probably make a video on that later down the line when I actually start playing this game again, Kappa. But anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.